All right, we are recording. We are live. It is Monday, June the 18th, 2018, and we are excited to be on this awesome call that we do each month with our top 50 elite qualification point earners for all those coaches that are between the ranks of Diamond Coach and Four-Star Diamond Coach. And we couldn't be happier to have everyone on the call today. We appreciate your attendance here on a Monday. I know Mondays are usually kind of crazy and it's National Wake Up Call Day and whatnot, but with Summit kind of falling where it was and just the schedule of the week, this time slot worked for Doug and Arnold and I, and we appreciate you guys being on. Looks like we've got a great turnout today and excited to have this call. Go over some things with you on your progress towards elite qualification this year. And I will get this recording and get it emailed out to everyone as well. So if you want to go back and reference it, or if you have people on your teams that you think the message would be relevant to, feel free to share it as well. And then for all those who couldn't make this time but are part of the top 50, we want them to be able to check into this call as well. So here you go, guys. First things first, though, just want to congratulate each and every one of you for where you're at right now. We have a huge company. Beachbody is a huge company, and there are hundreds of thousands of coaches in our network, and many of them who are pursuing their business as coaches. And of all of those that are in the game and running the business and doing their thing, you guys made the top 50 in terms of elite qualification points. From all of those ranked Diamond to Four-Star Diamond, which is really the majority of those that are in the elite, that are pursuing elite. There's the biggest number of coaches in that category. So for you guys to be in the top 50 point earners, that is a great thing. You should each feel very proud of your efforts and excited about the way that your business is going. We certainly are happy for you. We're excited for you. And above all else, on behalf of all of us at corporate, we're grateful for you, grateful for what you do to move the Beachbody mission forward, grateful for all that you're doing to make a difference. We understand that this company hinges on what we're able to do together to help people fulfill their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. And you as coaches make all the difference. So thank you on behalf of everyone at Beachbody Corporate for what you're doing to take this mission forward. And we're very excited that we're in a summit week. And we'll be able to see, hopefully, many, if not all of you there at Summit this week. If you run into Doug or Arnold or I, please come up and be like, hey, I was on the call. It's good to see you in person. We would welcome being able to chat with you at Summit as well. So look forward to seeing you there this week. I want to give some perspective as we jump in here about the amazing progress that we've seen on the call, and Doug is going to dive into a little more detail on the numbers here, but just wanted to recognize our top elite qualification point earners so far. So I've taken out all of the rank only points. So if you've advanced a team leader or a Star Diamond leader, we're not looking at those points for this call. This call is elite qualification points only, because our hope here is that we help you actually qualify for a link. We're for elite. We're not worried right now about your elite 10 rank, only getting you to elite. And so just wanted to shout out those who already have their 105 elite qualification points for this year. Wanted to give you guys just a quick shout out. Brianna Headley already has 125 elite qual points. Jamie Glassman with 123 elite qual points. Taylor Buckley with 121 elite qual points. Kate Morgan with 117. Courtney Dunker, not sure on the pronunciation there. I'm sorry, Courtney, with 114. Amanda McGuire with 113. Carly Linder, 111. Cindy Monette with 110. Megan Geis, 107. And boy, Danny Detra with 102 and Emily Luciano with 100. You guys are killing it on points. Congratulations. Great job. Keep it up. And then we've got just everyone that's actually pacing toward elite, and Doug will talk a little bit more about that. And then just wanted to shout out Brianna Headley, Kate Morgan, and Megan Geis for being the top producers among this group in terms of new paid diamonds. Each of those coaches I just mentioned already have 3 diamonds that have reached qualification this this year. So they're on the brink of locking in each of the qualifications towards elite. We have 10 other coaches who already have 2 PS Diamonds developed that they can check off the list towards elite qualifications. So we've got some great progress being made by this group. And again, just wanted to recognize each of you for what you're doing and the awesome things that we're seeing from you. So with that being said, I'm going to turn some time first over to Doug Moss to talk about the numbers and the progress and kind of the pacing and the tracking of things that we need to be at here kind of halfway through the year, the things that you'll want to take note of and focus on towards your goal of elite. Arnold Nakaha will speak next a little bit about how this group specifically can leverage Summit and helping to use that as a catalyst towards qualification. And then we have a special guest speaker that will be on the line as well, and I will introduce her after Arnold talks. So Doug, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Craig. Guys, I got to tell you, we're looking at the data, we're looking at the numbers. You guys are all obviously, incredibly impressive. You have to know, like Craig said, you're ranked in the top 236 coaches in the network. We did remove the leadership development elite points, the ranking points, like Craig had mentioned. The reason we did that is we are trying to help you guys achieve elite. We believe you guys are on track. You're certainly ahead of the game as far as getting the points. I'll tell you a couple of numbers so that you can feel confident in what you're doing. There are all of you on this call have more than 70 elite points year to date. So we're through 5 months. We're trying to get to 105 points, and the year is 42% complete, right? We're 5 months done, 12 months. 42%. That means that in the APV category where we're trying to get 50 points, we should have more than 21. SC, we're trying to get 50 points. We should have more than 21. Then the new category, PS 1 plus SC, this is new coaches getting started within their first full month. We're trying to get 5 points or up to 25 points in that category, but at a minimum, we should have at least 2 people that you've enrolled them as a coach, and they've got at least 1 Success Club point in their first full month. Craig already mentioned 9 of you are already capped with your elite points. In the APV category of those on this call, 32 of you have already capped your 50 APV points. So great job. You're on track. Everything's solid there. The low in that category is 26 points, which is obviously still on track. We're not halfway through the year. You have more than half the points. So it looks like APV, if you guys all continue to recruit like you've been doing, everything's going to be fine. In the new category, PS 1 plus SC, this is the category where you need new coaches to get started, new personally sponsored coaches from this year to get 1 Success Club point within their first full month. Make sure you understand what that means. It means if you sign me in May, I have until the end of June to get a Success Club point. If you sign me in June, I have until the end of July. In that category, 49 of you already have 5 points. So obviously you guys are on track. That category, we're fine. In the SC category, this is personally sponsored coaches from last year and this year and getting them to hit Success Club. 8 of you have already capped at 50 points in that category. There are a few concerns with this category, and I will just kind of put this out there. Just because you have 70 elite points total doesn't mean you can relax. The Success Club point category, there are a few coaches on this call that have less than 20. So if you remember at the first of the year, we talked about this category being that every month I need to average 2. So if I average 2 coaches that I sponsored last year, this year hitting Success Club, and I hit Success Club, that would get me 4 elite points a month. Well, I'm 5 months done, so that would put me at 20 points year to date. And if I'm at less than 20, my average is less than 2. So now I need to make sure that going into the end of the year, I can ramp that up and get me back up to the average of at least 2. I'm trying to get 50 points in this category. I did want to touch on diamonds really quick. Guys, it's going to come down to diamonds with most of you. If you're sitting here with 70 elite points, you know you're going to get to your 105. We need to figure out how to get you to diamond. I love that there's 31 of you on this call that have 1 or more diamonds already this year. So You're on track. You're starting. Probably the best advice I've heard from top coaches who are mentoring their teams is with your diamonds. You need to start to look at it left leg, right leg, because you know that in order to be a 5-star, I've got to have 2 diamonds on each side and then a third diamond on one of them, meaning I have to have 5 diamonds total, but I have to have 2 on each leg. So I want to make sure that as you guys are looking at 5-star and you're mapping out the end of the year, that you're starting to say, left side diamonds, who are they? Do I have at least 2? And if they're potentials, that's okay. Put their names on a whiteboard. Let's track and let's know who they are. Right side diamonds, I have to have at least 2. Put them on a whiteboard. Make sure you know who they are, who you're working with. And then on one of those 2 legs, I've got to have a third diamond. Now, obviously, I would love to have 3 diamonds on each leg. That way, if anyone stumbled or had an issue, I would still be a 5-star. Okay? So I hope you guys understand that the 5-star rank is certainly doable. You've got to have that leadership development in your organization in order to get there. But just start now. Here we are halfway through the year. We're starting to look at the end of the year and how we're going to get there. Obviously, the requirement of 5-star is that you get to 5-star and you hold it 6 consecutive weeks. I want to be clear. The qualification 6 weeks counts. Meaning, if you go into 5-star qualification and you hold 6 weeks and become a 5-star, you're done. You've met that requirement. So I want to make sure that you guys know that, and we'll get you official dates and things, but in November is the last possible date so that you have 6 weeks to be a paid 5-star for the final Thursday in December. And I know it's like May 23rd November 23rd, 26th. Well, we can get you the exact date. I just want to make sure that you know that's the last possible date to go into qualification to be a paid 5-star at the end of December. Now, we don't want you to wait till then, obviously. We'd love for you to get this done sooner, but you need to start strategically right now thinking, who are my diamonds? How am I going to get there? And if I don't know who they are, it's okay. I need to continue recruiting and continue to be looking for 2 or more diamonds on the left, 2 or more diamonds on the right, start building towards it. So let me finish with this, and I'll throw it to Arnaud. Guys, you're doing phenomenal. Numbers are looking outstanding. You guys just need to keep going, keep doing the activities that you're doing. Nothing changes drastic right now because it's lined up. You're doing the right thing. But we need to put that little more focus into diamond creation, rank advancement, because I got to get you to 5-star. So congratulations on being on the call, and I'll throw it to Arnaud to kind of pick it up from there.
All right. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. Love the commitment. I see Mickey. I think she's on a plane or a train or somewhere. She's on her way to Summit. Love that you guys are making the time for this. So I think we've got an incredible speaker. I'm going to go very, very quickly about how to leverage Summit. But just by show of hands, I think it's clear that Craig and Doug have said the points are not a problem for you guys, okay? I don't believe you're on this call and you're lacking in points. But just by show of hands, how many you really, as you look at the second half of the year, truly believe that you need the diamonds? That's what you need. Just this is what I need to figure out for the second half of the year. Okay, so the vast majority of you are figuring that out. So you need a team. Bottom line is you're a producer, but you need a team. One of the key levers that I believe a lot of elite coaches have used are use Summit to drive towards elite. And let me explain in basically 3 points. The number one point is, as far as maximizing Summit, if you look at your coaches that you're working with, there's a category of coaches that you need to re-engage, meaning those that started going and, sort of slow down. And then you've got some that just need more fuel to the fire. They're already running, right? This category is probably smaller than this category, right? This category of like rock stars is probably smaller than this category, but there's a way to use Summit to leverage both. Okay, number one thing that I see coaches do when they approach Summit is ask your team to just clear the decks. The day after Summit, that Monday after Summit is day one again. It's like January 1st, okay? You clear the decks and you say, okay, guys, we're hitting refresh. We are going towards the end of the year, and we're going to leverage all these announcements, but we're going to use it as the first day of our journey as a coach. So that's number one. Number two, it's going to be very important for you to meet with your team. Obviously, it sounds simple, but what I mean with meeting your team is you need to put some intention into that. It's not just meeting for breakfast. It's not just, breaking bread over dinner, discussing, the day's event. It's being strategic. Now, here's the day that I would suggest you do it, because somebody's going to be super busy. It's going to go fast. Before you know it, you'll be on your way back home. So the day that I would suggest is Friday morning. Friday morning, early morning, before the general session starts at 6 or 7 in the morning, you've got a 2-hour block where you can sit down with your team. And by the way, if you've got some of your team that are tuning in from home, bring them in and use that time as sort of your miracle morning, your vision board, a vision setting session where you as a team look at Summit as a way to not only to leverage it, but you look at the next 6 months and you say, what do we want to do? And you let them just discuss what they want to do. Don't dictate that, facilitate that. When it comes from the team, it's a lot easier for you to influence it versus you being the person that is driving them towards the lead. It feels like a selfish goal, and I know that's something a lot of you struggle with, okay? So use that Friday morning to meet with the team and to ask them what they want to do, what they want to get out of Summit, and what they want to get done the next 6 months. And then the last thing, as far as leveraging Summit, you need to maximize the announcements. There are going to be a lot of different announcements. I want you to place them in 2 different categories. There's announcements that are going to sort of help re-engage some of your coaches. And then there's going to be other announcements that are going to help accelerate those that are already going, okay? Think about those initial 2 groups that I talked about, the group that is going to need some re-engagement and then the group that just needs more fuel to the fire. Every single one of those announcements are going to serve a need and are going to be more appropriate for one group or the other. Okay, so that's Summit. Now, how do you carry that momentum? Because it's easy to just absorb a lot of information and not apply any of it. In terms of how you carry that momentum, it's simple. It's common sense. But what I often find is people just let the overwhelm of Summit just derail them from their goals. So very simply, number 1, make sure that you have a message thread with those that are committed to running these next 6 months. Remember, we asked them to hit refresh and restart. So who's truly committed to doing that? Create a message thread. Number 2 thing, which is a bit interesting that I've noticed, is you need to create vision and you need to create a culture. And so here's some of the things that I've heard. You need sometimes to step away from the business to get more into the business. So here's what I have found. I've had a coach mention to me that she created a coffee and confidence club on Saturday mornings to discuss everything about the business, to discuss everything surrounding the business. How do you balance life, with the business? How do you figure out, working around your work and your family? And how do you, and by the way, coffee and confidence, what it helps is also create this bond because you all share the same struggles, the same highs and the same lows. And quite frankly, I don't recommend this one. I've heard about Wine Thursdays. Okay, you think about moms and busy people that need to step away from the family. Actually, Miguel Carrasco's wife did that, and that's the year she went elite. And so that helps create that vision, that helps create that culture. I think that's extremely important to find something, to carve out an hour within the week to meet with the team and do that. The last thing is push, and it's finding a 30 days somewhere, hopefully immediately after Summit, to push, where you turn that month, and this is only for that smaller group of people, when you turn that month into a year, and you turn the week into a month, meaning the goals that you typically have for the month, let's say 4 coaches, you make that your goal for the week. That accelerates your business incredibly. And by the way, you can't keep that up. So you've got to find 30-day increments throughout the next 6 months where you can do it. Maybe you'll do it once or twice, but that makes a big difference, and that will serve as the accelerator to get those darn emeralds to finally hit diamonds, right? You have all these emeralds that are missing, a coach here or 2 coaches or maybe another emerald, and that helps them figure it out, and that helps you get over the hump. So I hope this serves you. I know this person that's coming up next has applied all those things that we talk about, so I will let Craig introduce our guest speaker for the day.
Awesome. Thank you, Doug and Arnold, for those words. Extremely helpful. And yes, very excited to announce this guest speaker that we were able to get to come on this morning. And this coach name is Ashley Lachlan. And Ashley, you guys, is an elite coach, a first-time elite coach. Last year, not only did she hit elite for the first time in 2017 to become a 2018 elite coach, but was number 14 overall in the entire network. So she was not only a first-time elite, but number 14. She really had a fantastic year, has kept that momentum going into this year, currently sits after the May report at number 12 in the elite ranking. She hit 9-star diamond on May 21st and informed me that after this last bonus week, currently sits in 15-star diamond qualification. So I feel like we've picked the perfect person to talk to you guys today. She was in your shoes 1 year ago, was able to reach elite, be one of the top ranked elite coaches in the network, and has continued to be able to develop diamonds in her business. Very excited to have her on today. Ashley Lachlan, take it away.
Hey, Craig. Thank you. And of course, my husband keeps calling just as I unmute. Decline. And I'm at my family's house, and I'm expecting more family to come at any moment. So I warned them. I was like, I'm on a call. Don't make any noise. But super excited to be here because last year at this time, I'm frozen. Are we good? I think I was frozen for a second.
You were frozen for a second, but you look good now, Ashley.
Okay.
Keep going.
Last year at this time, I was just a 2-star. And now my team is in 15-star qualification. So we've had such a great year. And I want to share with you what we've done, because for the first 2 years that I was a coach, I had all the elite points, but I didn't have the diamonds. And it's so freaking frustrating, right? So I know how you feel. So I actually didn't get my 5-star, my 5 diamonds until the last possible week you could begin qualifying last year. Because all year I'm like, they're going to do it. I'm leading by example. They see what I'm doing. I'm motivating them. I'm helping them. It's going to happen. But then in November, I was on my way to our retreat that I was doing, and I was 1-star. I woke up that morning as a 1-star, and it was November 9th. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm never going to make it. And here I am spending all this money on this retreat for these girls who I need to go diamond. And I was just freaking out. So I sat them down, and that's when I started to become serious. And I said, listen, ladies, I want us to be an elite team. I had never really communicated that vision to them because I didn't want them to think it was all about me. So I started to say, I absolutely need you. I want us to be an elite team. We keep missing it year after year. We can do this. And here's what I need you to do. So from then on, from that point until now, I have been all over my coaches who are close to diamond. So with my new coaches, when they start, I set their goals for them. So as they start, I say, you will go emerald this week. 1 week you have to go emerald, and at the very, very most, a month. You could do it in 30 days, but no more than 30 days. And in my team page, I go live at least once a week, and I talk about the importance of being an emerald, of recruiting. I do sneak peeks for the entire team. And in those sneak peeks, I say, you will hit your first goal within the week. Within the week you sign up, we're going to give you the tools and the resources you need to go emerald right away. And the first thing that they experience in the new coach training that we offer to them is how to get to emerald quickly, because we want them to have that quick win and to unlock the team cycle bonuses. We want to celebrate them in the team. We want to celebrate them on our public pages. So you have to set that expectation. And then I say, you will go diamond in 30 to 90 days, no more than that. Our coaches are going diamond 30 to 90 days. You can do it too. That is the standard. I think it's really important for you to set the bar high and for coaches to see what is possible. If you're just like, oh, when do you want to go diamond? And they're like, December, then they're never going to take the action they need. But if you were like, hey, all of these coaches on our team are doing it quickly and this is what you can do too, they're going to say, oh, well, yeah, I need to do this. And every week in our team page, we're announcing diamonds. So our new coaches are seeing, okay, yeah, this is actually happening and I need to be one of them. So I don't do one-on-one getting started right calls. I actually do them as a group. Every single week I have a different time of the week and a different time of the day. So within that month, they can come to a getting started right call. And I think that's really great for them to hear what other coaches, other new coaches, what questions they have. And then I'm not repeating myself 9 million times, right? It kind of sucks the joy out of the business when you're constantly repeating the same things. So I do that getting started right call. And then I shout out the emeralds on that call. I'm like, this girl has only been a coach for 3 days and she's emerald. So-and-so has only been a coach for a few days. She's emerald. So then the other girls are like, oh my gosh, I need to get to emerald. I need to get to emerald. And I open these up to my entire downline, not just my PS coaches, because I find that my PS coaches sometimes have trouble applying that pressure to their coaches to get to emerald. So I'm like, I'll do it for you. But then my leaders come to these calls. So they're doing it with me. We're kind of leading the calls together. It's not like I'm just dominating the team and not developing leaders, because we do have some 1-stars and other coaches who are hitting star diamond ranks now. So it's really exciting. So anyway, you have to share your vision. I am constantly in our team page saying, all right, guys, we had a huge goal, and now every single one of you contributes to this goal, and I need you to understand that I need you to keep your rank no matter how many levels down from me you are. You might think that your rank is insignificant. You might think that this business is only about you, but you play a huge part in our team. And the second you go inactive, the second you drop, that impacts all of us. And if you care about us and our team, you will do whatever it takes for you to stay in the game, keep your rank, help us out. And we do a lot of recognition, and we really kind of we have a great team culture. So it's not like I'm in there yelling at them. They love the team and they want to do whatever it takes. I'll never forget one of my coaches last year at Summit. She said, Ashley, like, what do we have to do to like get into the top 10? And I was like, I need you guys to go diamond. And she said, oh, wait, you mean like if I go diamond, that will help you? And I said, yeah. And she said, I had no idea. I thought this was just about me. So I'm way more motivated by helping you than helping myself. So I'll do it. And literally 2 weeks later, she went diamond. So you just have to let people know why that you need them, what part they play, what it's going to do for them, and what it's going to do for you. So communicate that vision consistently and let people know. Sorry, my daughter is getting into trouble. Okay, so when girls get close to diamond, I hand select the ones that I think will be really good. I look at their downlines, the volume, the coaches they're recruiting, and I put them in a special thread, and it's our sprinters thread. And in there, I'm asking them every day to share how many invites they're sending, when they post about coaching, who they sign up. And then they're in there creating that own positive peer pressure. So one girl at 6 a.m. will say, got up at 4 and sent 60 invites today. And then the other girls are like, oh, well, damn, I need to do that. Okay, I'm going to send out 20 invites right now. And then they see each other go diamond, diamond, and diamond. So it creates this momentum. And I think that's what I was missing all of last year. I was keeping everyone separate. And I was saying, oh, I'll work with you, and I'll work with you. And I was spread too thin, and I wasn't giving people the attention they need. Now they kind of work together. And I'm in there, and I'm all over them. I do bi-weekly group calls with these girls who are pushing to diamond so that I can address all of their questions. They all can hear what I'm saying. And then I do monthly one-on-one calls to kind of see where they're at and what's going on. And I've done a few push groups. And I haven't had much success with push groups until this one that I'm running right now. And I'm running it with Haley Christian, Ashley Fell-Dyson, and Christina Battaglia, who are all really successful coaches. We each selected 15 girls from our downline. So we had them fill out an application, and we hand selected these 15. And it was really hard to tell the other girls that they weren't in it. So the 15 we selected, I said, if you're in this diamond push group, you have to do whatever it takes. If it's the last day of June and you're not diamond, you will be knocking on your neighbors' doors and getting them signed up. And they are like, I'm all in. So we've already had some girls go diamond in there, and we're taking turns doing live videos and creating that. So it's not a group where there's a ton of extra work. It's, okay, here's how you're going to get your emeralds this week. By Monday today, they had to have their emeralds. And we're constantly just giving them real tips. I've been in a lot of other push groups where it's all theoretical and stuff they don't need. To get your diamonds, you have to be solely focused on numbers and on recruitment. That's all you have to be focused on. So that is our team's number one focus at all times. I lead with the coaching opportunity because I believe, right, if I can offer you a challenge group, yeah, you're going to get a great transformation. It's going to be great. But if I can teach you how to take that transformation and turn it into a business, that's going to change your whole life. So why would I only offer you weight loss or to get toned? And that's where, seriously, all my new coaches are brand new to Beachbody. I don't get coaches who are really challengers first. They're pretty much all brand new to Beachbody. They have that energy. They come into the team page. I set their goals and expectations. They see other people doing it, and then they do it. So you can't just sit back and say, I'm leading by example to follow. You have to be on your team. And 3 times a week, I message my thread and I say, look at your downlines right now and see what problems you have, who's projected as inactive, how many coaches do you need to recruit this week, where do you need to fill in the gaps, let's make it happen. So it's not just about getting to diamond, it's about really being solid and understanding how to really be a leader and watch over your whole team. Okay, Craig, is that what you were looking for?
That was not only what I was looking for, but you just, took that pitch and hit it out of the park. Ashley, that was fantastic. I think it's information that is, it's so relatable or so like on mark for where this group of coaches is at, because they're all killing it in their business. They all have great productivity going on right now. And it's just some of those little culture things, creating that culture, setting the expectation, like you talked about, bringing in the team that will work towards the goal, putting a time frame on Emerald, creating an expectation of advancement and recognizing little wins as people advance their business that helps create this culture of diamond creation. And so sometimes it's not so much the tactical things that a coach does. All of these guys know how to, they're winning. They know how to run a business, but it's getting, again, the mindset and the expectation and the culture that we're all going to do this together that makes the real difference. And I think you've done a very eloquent job of explaining that. For the sake of the time, we're going to go ahead and close. I know a couple of you had maybe some questions for Ashley. Feel free to send those over to me or message Ashley and she can give you a few more details, but we want to keep these calls nice and pithy. So we're going to close at this time, but thank you so much to everyone that joined us today. You guys are rock stars. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful summit. And I hope to see all of you back on our call next month, except for those of you who will have already hit 5-star. You will have graduated and we'll bring up the next few. But you guys keep doing your thing. We love and appreciate you and look forward to seeing you as elite coaches this year. So have a great day, a great week. Thank you again, Ashley. On behalf of Doug and Arnold, you guys, thank you and take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in Indy.